Hey everybody. I was wandering around and I just tripped into another rabbit hole. This is a new rabbit hole that I have not yet been in. So this would be the call it the Sammy Hagar era of Van Halen guitar sounds, and I don't want this video to be the whole Dave Sam nonsense because this is just about the guitar sound. Um, and just consider this a preliminary thing. There is no implied anything at all here. I'm just going down the rabbit hole and figuring out these tones for future endeavors. Um, so, ironically, the first album of this era is entitled 5150, and the guitar that was the 5150 wasn't really used that much. Um, I am using in these clips that I did. I'm using my 5150 guitar, but it would be like Good Enough was done with the 1984 guitar. Does not have the broken coil pickup and all that mystery there. Um, this guitar right now is equipped with a low E. The low E string is from a bass guitar because that's what Ed did on Good Enough. He used the D string from a bass guitar. I forget the exact gauge, but it was so big that it wouldn't fit through the tuner or the hole in the tuner. So they had to file out that tuner hole, the peg, to make the string fit. I didn't go that far. I'm using the G string from a bass guitar. It gets the job done. So anyway, JB Antiquity is in here. There's nothing fancy in the control cavity. You know, there's no, like I said, no broken coil. This would have been the 1984 guitar. And the 5150 guitar on the rest of the album, 5150, I mean, there are guys out there that can tell you chapter and verse what it was used on. But for the most part, I think it played some solos and probably some rhythm parts on some various tracks, but not on any of the really prominent songs. So strangely enough, okay, or I should say prominent guitar songs. Um, Best of both worlds. A lot of people don't know Stratocaster, so that's what I'm using here on these clips. This is a stock Fender Strat. It's got the custom shop 60. I think they're 61s. They call them. So they're just a low wind single coil pickup, 5-way switch. Nothing fancy about it. I got tape across the springs to keep the overtones sympathetic vibrating out. Um, and then, of course, there's the namesake song, 5150. A lot of people don't know that 5150 was played with his 58V, his Carina V. This one is the same as it was when I was doing the 1984 stuff. Gibson 57 Classic. Everything else is pretty much stock. This is the Ibanez version of it. Most of you know this guitar. Cool guitar. Super cool guitar. And the guitar that makes its debut appearance on 5150 is the Steinberger. Now, this one is a Honer. I've had this thing forever, okay? It's a licensed copy. It used to have the humbucker and two singles in it. I took that out because they were the passive EMGs and they weren't doing it. So I replaced the electronics in it with the active EMG, and this is an EMG 85. I know a lot of people think that Ed had an 81 in there. No, it's the 85. I had to refret this guitar. It's like I said, I've had it for a long time and it never played that well. But the cool thing is I really started to get the idea for doing this when Headless USA came out with their repro trans trem, because you can't find them anymore, and if you do try to find a guitar with a trans trem on it, it's ridiculously expensive. I used to have one stupidly, and I sold it in the 90s like broke musicians always do. They always sell their really cool gear because it gets them the most money. But anyway, so I did that, and I've been regretting it ever since. And when, like I said, when Headless USA came out with the reproduction trans trem, I thought, well, I got this Honer laying around, and it had a standard trem in it, a standard licensed Steinberger trem in it, but they don't drop right in. So I had to do some extra routing to make it fit and all that sort of thing. But it's cool. I love it. It's fun to have it back. And so the Steinberger for 5150 was used on Get Up, Summer Nights, and the Inside. And just really fun to play. It's a different, unique way to play the guitar because you have to think a little bit differently with the transposing tremolo, but it's fun. So I did some of that too. So again, this is just a preliminary. I'm doing like a tone test as I often do to see how it translates on the internet, on YouTube, and just to see what you think. I'm just kind of showing you where my progress is on the new collection. There's a lot of changes in the guitar sound moving forward with the new era, which we all know. This is still the Marshall behind me, the orange Marshall in a 4x12. He hadn't gone to the high gain amps yet, no Soldano or anything like that. That comes a little bit later. So let's get it done. Let's see where I'm at with it. And one thing I forgot to mention all my ramblings. Again, my usual disclaimer. This isn't a tutorial on how to play Van Halen songs. This is a tone chase. So if I'm not exactly accurate, I'm playing these close. So I'm playing them. I haven't sat and spent a lot of time learning them, and I've kind of known them off and on through the years. And I'm leaving all the warts in. These are all one take. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. You'll see me grin or make some goofy face. So anyway, it's not a tutorial. This is a tone chase. So anyway, have fun. Here we go. Okay, kind of fun, right? Kind of. Let me know what you think. I mean, I know you think I better learn the songs a little bit better because I didn't play them very well. But again, it's not a tutorial on how to play the songs. I'm working on the tones, so I'll learn them as I go. I'll get better at it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know, comment. Let me know what you think. Until next time. And by the way, I will update this, and I'm going to go through some OU812 stuff too. So there's more coming. I just wanted to get some of this preliminary stuff out there and just get some reaction and see what you think. So until we do it again, see you soon.